If you've ever received a note from someone, then you understand the value and importance of writing notes to others. There's something really special about knowing that you're on someone's mind even when you're not around. Sometimes we tend to shy away from writing notes like these because we think it takes too much effort. But the truth is that if you spend 5 minutes of your time and maybe 50 cents, you can also make someone's day. So here are a few tips and tricks on how to effectively write an encouraging note. One of the first steps to writing an encouraging note is to use their name. This step seems really obvious because you're writing a personal note, but when you're greeting someone in person, when you use their name, it creates a personal, lasting connection. The same is true for a note. Our names carry meaning, so the front of the envelope shouldn't be the only place that they see their name. The next step to write an encouraging note is to start with them. Take yourself out of the equation. Try not to start your sentences with I. For instance, you could say something like, I think you're an awesome person. Or you can say, you are an awesome person. The difference in that is you're stating more of a fact than an opinion, and you're taking yourself completely out of it, which makes it more personal to them. My favorite part in writing an encouraging note is to let them know why you appreciate them. Be specific. This is your chance to pinpoint their best qualities and their characteristics that make them unique to you. Instead of saying, I appreciate you, go a step further and say, I appreciate you because, and then fill in the blank. What that does is it takes this general statement and makes it a lot more personal to the reader. The fourth step in writing an encouraging note is to write the same way that you talk. Because you want this note to be personal and directed toward the reader, you want it to feel like it's from you. So if you're using big words and language that you don't normally use, it automatically makes you sound robotic. Therefore, the letter seems less personal. Don't overcomplicate it. You want it to feel personal, so just be yourself. The most important step that tends to get overlooked is to include scripture. This doesn't have to be a life verse, but really something that God has used to encourage you recently. You never know what your friend is going through, and that Bible verse may be just the encouragement that they need. You can never go wrong by including scripture in your note. Lastly, be brief. It doesn't have to be a formal 4-paragraph letter. An encouraging note can take all of 2 minutes to write, but if it's done correctly, it'll make all the difference. Keep it short, sweet, and to the point. So before you write your encouraging note, don't forget, use their name. It'll add a personal touch. Start with them and take yourself out of the equation. Let them know specifically why you appreciate them and the unique traits that make you love them for who they are. Write the way you talk. Show your personality. Don't overcomplicate it and just be yourself. Don't forget to include scripture. You never know what your friend is going through, and that Bible verse may be just the encouragement that they need. And lastly, be brief. It doesn't have to be super long. It doesn't have to be super wordy. Just let them know why you appreciate them. We hope these tips help. Let us know which tips you think will help you the most by commenting below.